In this lecture, we are going to be talking about stress management and coping mechanism for stressful situations through the use of rational emotive behavior therapy. There are a lot of different ways and a lot of different systems and formulas that you can use to overcome stress and manage stressful situations. Here are some main ideas to focus on. First, intelligent accountability. Hold yourself accountable, but avoid blame and condemnation. Hold yourself accountable by realizing realistically and rationally what you need to do and keep yourself accountable to make sure that you do it. But nobody's perfect, and every now and then we might fail. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable without blaming and without falling into condemnation, because those will lead towards negative thoughts, negative behaviors, which are overall detrimental for you. You feel this stress of failure, and then you overwhelm it even more and you empower it with blame and negative thinking and irrationality. But when you think in a rational way, that even though you're holding yourself accountable and you're doing a good job, nobody's perfect. You're not just using an accountability system, you are using an intelligent accountability system. Second off, use realistic perception. Approach the situation realistically, thinking about the different outcomes. If you are going through a stressful event, it is not the end of the world. Write down the stressful event or problem that you're going through and approach it realistically. Think about solutions, rational solutions, realistic and positive solutions. Think about all the different outcomes that might derive from this stressful problems and try to figure out a rational, positive, and realistic outcome that can actually be used to your advantage instead of against it. Which of course leads us to options interpretation. Interpret the problems from a solution-based perspective. So you're not just thinking about the outcomes, you're also thinking about the solutions that you can use to ensure those outcomes. When you approach the situation from a realistic perception and figure out realistic, rational, and positive coping mechanisms and control system for you to control the outcomes, you need to make sure that you follow options interpretations to build a system to figure out how you are going to plan out step by step a bridge from the problem towards the solution. And lastly, using emotional reinforcement. Now I know that a lot of you might be thinking, how can I be using rational emotive behavior therapy and I'm using emotional reinforcement? Well, there are a lot of times where you can use healthy emotional reinforcement, and that's what we want to focus on. Reinforce emotions linked to rational thinking and problem solution options. Instead of thinking about the negative outcomes and reinforcing them through negative thoughts, think about the positive outcomes and solutions and then reinforce them with emotions, thoughts, and behaviors linked to motivation, inspiration, happiness, joy, and then you'll emotionally reinforce the solutions to stressful events through rational emotive behavior therapy, through rationality, positivity, and realistic expectations.